they're going to try to match the energy from yesterday, which is not going to be easy to do because we saw Donald Trump on that screen for the first time. This crowd went absolutely crazy. I think there was some confusion. They thought he was going to come out on the stage. He didn't. He actually came out over there in the red box, which is where he and his family and a couple of other high-level folks, including, by the way, the nominee for vice president, J.D. Vance, they all sat there last night. So it's going to be tough to match that energy, but people here are excited for the programming tonight. I want to play you something a little different, Connell. Most of the people in this room right now are, you might call Trump diehards, whether they're elected officials or delegates. They were fiending to get a shot just to see the former president. I'm going to play for you now a soundbite we got from somebody who doesn't exactly fit in that category, and that is former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, someone who has been critical of Donald Trump. He's been called a never-Trumper, a traditional sort of Reagan-style Republican. But this convention, since Trump's attempted assassination Saturday, has taken on a different tone that noticeably is a bit softer. And this is what Asa Hutchinson had to say about that. I thought it was very interesting to hear his perspective on it. Yeah, I mean, you are a Republican who has in the past not been shy about criticizing the former president. What do you make of the way that he's conducted the campaign over the last couple of weeks? It seems there is a level of discipline that we haven't seen.
I think that's true, and people are noticing that. And, you know, I mean, he has this harsh rhetoric, which is problematic to me whenever you're calling the other side scumbags or other, demeaning words. But I think hopefully that it changed whenever Donald Trump really saw the hand of God, I think, in protecting him in the assassination attempt. So I'd like to see this Thursday not just strength, but a sense of humility as well. And but I think he has changed his tone. We'll see how long that lasts. But clearly, the differences between the Republican candidate and the Democrat candidate in terms of strength, in terms of message, in terms of direction of our country is pretty stark.
And we saw Senator J.D. Vance take the stage just to do a quick mic check. His speech not anticipated until tomorrow, but we got a lot of speakers these people here are looking forward to see today, Connor.
I'm sure they are, and that was a very interesting interview. Like you